I'm here for their 4-year planned show trial.
Alex Jones, he's under subpoena to be here. So, there's real consequences for him if he doesn't show.
They're using these families as pawns. I have questioned hundreds of major events, and I've always done it from a good place. That's why I have a giant audience of millions and millions of loyal listeners, because they know, unlike the corporate-controlled media, I try to tell the truth. These people lie on purpose. That's a big difference. I've made mistakes by accident. They're lying on purpose, and they've misrepresented everything I've said and done. Find the real Alex Jones at Infowars.com, and we have the #1 book in the world, The Great Reset, The War for the World, that exposes the globalists, Klaus Schwab, and the WEF, and the New World Order, and that's why they're coming after me, trying to silence me, because liberty and freedom is popular, and they will not silence me, and we will not be stopped, and America will prevail peacefully with justice and liberty. The answer to the 1984 tyranny is 1776. Thank you very much.
I didn't know how I would react when I saw him in person. In Texas, he was on. I'm a good guy, I'm your friend. And that tone was completely different in Connecticut. He was angry. He looked pissed. Like, I don't want to be here. I shouldn't be here. He wouldn't even look at us in Connecticut. He wouldn't acknowledge us. It was like we didn't even exist. He didn't want to say, like, hey, I'm sorry, because he wasn't. He wasn't sorry. There's a part of you that wants him to feel what you feel, see what he has caused. You want some moment of connecting with this abuser where he can just have an inkling of respect for you, or a moment of reflection. And he wasn't gonna give us that.
The lie you spread for years and years was that the families behind me were actors, correct?
I can't
That's
answer.
a yes or no.
No objection.
It's too complex. Sorry.
Motion to eliminate.
Mr. Jones, for years and years and years, you acknowledged that among the things that you said about Sandy Hook was that it was fake, yes?
Yes.
Synthetic,
Yes.
manufactured,
Yes.
with actors,
Yes.
total hoax.
Yes.
You acknowledged that repeatedly you mocked parents.
I know, not parents. I said Robert Barr. Look fake to me.
He carries a presence with him. There's an energy with him, and it draws people, even people who are disgusted by him, as I am. You still can't take your eyes off of him, right? You can't help but follow him around, and I hate to admit that.
Robert Parker's sitting right here, and for years you put a target on his back, didn't you?
Objection in the form of that, Judge.
You put a target on his back just like you did every single parent and loved one sitting here, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
No, you
Objection,
didn't.
that's argumentative. There's no, it's speculative.
Let's move on.
These are real people. You know what,
Objection,
Mr.
Judge.
Jones?
I think you just told them to move on.
Just like all the Iraqis, but you liberals kill and love. You're unbelievable. You switch on emotions on and off when you want. It's just ambulance chasing.
Why don't you show a little respect? Mr. Jones?
Objection, Judge. I think that you get what you give in this court. Objection.
You have families in this courtroom here that lost children, sisters, wives, moms.
Is this a struggle session? Are we in China? I've already said I'm sorry hundreds of times, and I'm done saying I'm sorry. I didn't progenerate this. I wasn't the first person to say it. American gun owners didn't like being blamed for this, as the left did, so we rejected it mentally and said it must not be true. But I legitimately thought it might have been staged, and I stand by that, and I don't apologize for it.
And don't apologize, Mr. Jones. Please don't apologize.
No, I've already apologized to the parents over and over
Because
again.
we know you're
I don't apologize to you.
Objection.
Don't apologize to you.
You're going to do it again.
Objection, Judge.
Aren't you?
Objection.
not.
Objection, argumentative.
Don't apologize to you.
It's your homepage, right? Infowars.com?
Yes.
3 weeks ago, a little bit bigger, please, just the part survey there. And you're asking your audience, what will be the most likely deep state false flag ahead of the midterms, right?
Yes.
What's the first option?
A mass shooting, but I didn't write the poll.
Excuse me, sir. Mass shooting?
Yes.
And you're inviting your audience, even now, even after all this, to suspect that the next people, the next Robbie Parker, the next family are actors too. aren't they?
Objection, argumentative.
No.
I'm done.
What I ultimately wanted to do was to get the jury to see just how dangerous this man is likely to be in the future. This is gonna happen again, and he knows what he's gonna say. You know, what you want is the truth of like the rottenness at his core to be revealed. You get a lot of that through the videos, but until you see him in court do his thing, it's different.
You got parents laughing, like, watch this, and they're going, method acting, going, child. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Is that what you did, Mr. Parker? The fake crying, the method acting?
No.
This is a few months later.
And then you've got parents laughing, going, and they walk over to the camera and go,
That was September 2014. Mr. Parker, your family still deluged with the threats and harassment.
They would come in these waves, and it was almost like I knew when Alex Jones said something because we would get a huge wave of stuff, more and more and more attacks. Started to hate that video.
That video, you mean the video of yourself?
Exactly.
Exhibit 20A, December 27th, 2014.
and then the parents laughing, and then 1 second later doing the actor breathing to cry. I mean, it's just over the top.
2015 now.
Stinks to high heaven. You got the actor father who comes out, gets into character.
On November 18th, 2016.
Then we see footage of one of the reported fathers of the victims, Robbie Parker, doing classic acting training where he's laughing and joking, and they say, hey, we're live, and he goes, oh.
I already felt like I failed Emily as a dad when she was alive. Because we sent her to school. And I was especially starting to feel like I was failing her in her death because of what people were saying about her. And what they were saying about me trying to remember her. The most powerful thing for me about doing that was that I finally got to put my voice out there, and I got to put my experience out there in a way that actually really mattered. Like, take that press conference that I gave. He had taken it from me, he defiled it, he literally just shit all over one of the most important things I feel like I've ever done in my life. And so to be given an opportunity to like take that back, that's the most precious thing I think I can take away from this trial. So I trust that the jury has been fantastic and they've been very attentive and they're gonna do what they feel is best, and I'm happy with whatever that is. But I've got what I need out of this already.
So, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, here you are tasked with addressing the issue of damages, as the court previously determined that the defendants are liable. It is for you alone to decide on the amount of damages in this case.
The verdict needs to reflect the kind of exponential harm that lies can now have. And I don't think Alex Jones has ever really appreciated that. And people like him and him need to appreciate that. And the only way to make them appreciate it, I think, is to hang a big verdict around their head.
They're about to announce the verdict. Let's go to the audio of the biggest show trial in U.S. history. The judge looks pleased, probably $200 million? I don't have any money, so it's all a big joke. This is their trial. This is them on trial. This is ambulance chasing on steroids. Come on, crucify me. Let's get it going. SaveInfowars.com, InfoWarsStore.com.
To plaintiff Robbie Parker. A, defamation/slander damages past and future, $60 million.
Yeah.
B, emotional distress damages past and future, $60 million. Total fair, just, and reasonable damages to plaintiff Robert Parker and against Alex Jones and Free Speech Systems, line A and line B, total $120 million.